Live store in Pimento's Devon House and online at lostintimefestival.com. Lost in Time Festival. Don't miss the moments.
Tune in to Lead Story. Weekdays at 6 p.m. Hosted by Jody Ann Quarry.
Brought to you by
Horizon, a new loan product from Access Financial Services.
Every dream conquered is another dream gained. I land and I fly again like a jet plane. Headed straight in your direction, 'cause I'm wiser, one step closer. I'm winning 'cause I work so hard. And the music keeps on playing, and the people them I say we are my show tonight. Oh, what a feeling! Don't stop dreaming. Keep on believing in the power of the feeling. Whatever you want, take a chance. Song in your heart, step in your dance. You got the spark, don't fit the dark. Shine your lights on.
If you don't respect the law, we chop your foot off.
Frank.
When is the last time we've had anybody charged with stock manipulation? When?
Forthright.
We need to build a society that's merit-based. Not who you're born, your last name.
Fearless. Businessman Michael Leachin speaks to CVM TV exclusively about the Jamaican economy, his debt, and his future with NCB.
When you've had a good run, a long run, is it time to hand over the chairmanship?
That's an exclusive one-on-one with businessman Michael Leachin this Thursday and Friday at 6:15 p.m. on CVM's Lead Story.
The internationally acclaimed On Stage with Winfred Williams.
At a new time, Saturdays at 8 p.m. on CVM TV.
So much more than entertainment.
Let's delve deep into the issues. We'll take you beneath the surface.
Greetings and salutations. My name is Orville Higgins and it's another edition of Fan Central.
Talking to the people at the heart of the top sporting stories. Hear from your favorite sportsmen and women and the administrators who work tirelessly to make it all happen. It's live sports talk.
I've written an entire article.
Yeah.
Looking at all the major issues every Tuesday at 9 p.m. It's Fan Central.
Tonight in CVM News at 7, a set of mongrels. MP urges child killers to turn themselves in. Untrue and inflammatory. Jamaicans for Justice considering legal action after Security Minister's blood money remark. Bad timing. Mixed reactions to Prime Minister's acceptance of salary increase. And later in Small Biz Big Dreams, picture this, the story of a 30-year-old photography business. And in sports, unbeaten West Indies bulldoze Zimbabwe in T20 World Cup Super 8s. From Kingston, Jamaica, this is CVM News at 7 for Monday. I'm Amoy Howard. Thank you for joining us. Up first this evening, there are a set of mongrels. An outraged Kingston Western MP Desmond McKenzie is urging those responsible for the killing of 3-year-old Jace Pinnock to find a pastor and turn themselves in. Mr. McKenzie was speaking at the Edward Siaga Basic School after the boy was shot and killed Saturday morning in Denham Town. As Giovanni Dennis now reports, the mother of the baby boy has not slept in her bed since Saturday, still struggling to come to terms with the loss.
Agonizing pain, so palpable you can almost feel it. LaDonna Cunningham is sitting in the chair in front of the desk where her son usually sits at the Edward Siaga Infant School in West Kingston. Police, the Member of Parliament and other officials turned up to offer support following the tragedy at the weekend. Jace Pinnock was shot and killed at home in his bed last Saturday. His 8-year-old brother and father were also wounded in the attack. Miss Cunningham has not laid in her bed since.
I don't sleep up at my house and I say I go sleep up there. Last night, I don't want my 2 kids them feel like me. I left them out behind and 5 kids I have.
She's not short on support. Still, such sorrow can sink even the strongest spirit.
Everybody stood by my side. I have shoulder for lean pal. I just have me can't talk, me don't know.
One of Jace's brother, seen here with his mother, cried in a way no child should at this age. It's the same for the other siblings.
My baby them every minute. The 2 last one them go with them grandfather. Them say every minute the brown one. I ball in and sleep, I jump out and I ball sleep brother and his father.
Member of Parliament Desmond McKenzie has offered $600,000 for information leading to the capture of those responsible.
So the police and the army and the team is going to do everything to restore law and order. We have been doing fine. We were doing well up to last year. But some things change. So this morning, I am here to again repeat. We are offering $600,000 for information leading to the arrest of persons involved.
School officials are also pledging support.
He hasn't lived any life, and for him to be gone like this, it is very sad, and the whole school community is sad at this time. When I heard, I felt so weak, I felt nauseous. I just couldn't believe it, and I pray it doesn't happen again. So I'm asking all the parents to come on board and to help to give all the information that they need. And to the mother, we are here to support her.
In the meantime, Mr. McKenzie is urging those responsible to find a pastor and turn themselves in.
They are set of mongrels. That is what they are. They don't fit to be called human beings. Because when you take the life of a 3-year-old, defenseless 3-year-old, you can have my respect, you can have respect and sympathy on nobody at all. So the honorable thing for them to do is to find a pastor and turn themselves in at the nearest police station.
A candlelight vigil will be held on Thursday in Denham Town. Giovanni Dennis, CVM News.
And children's advocate Diane Gordon Harrison is condemning the killing of 3-year-old Jace. She laments continued acts of violence against children, underscores a sad state of affairs in the country, insisting the killing of any child is a potential loss.
The bloodletting of children is a very sad reflection of the state of the nation. So I want to start out first by condemning these repeated acts of violence that our children are being exposed to. And in some of these instances, as we have seen in this last case, on the heels of what happened in Manchester, is that the bloodletting is fatal. So we're not just talking about injury, but we're talking about loss of life, which to my mind indicates loss of potential, loss of whatever this little child could have grown up to be. And so it really is, I think, a very sobering moment, and one that gives us the opportunity to again reflect on the widespread acts of violence that persons continue to unleash without any regard for who is being caught in the crossfire. And sometimes, as we have heard in recent times, children are being used as the pawn in reprisal killings.
Unfortunate, untrue, and inflammatory. That's how human rights body Jamaicans for Justice, JFJ, is describing comments made by Security Minister Dr. Horace Chang, who said the organization is, quote, living off blood money. Minister Chang was a guest on CVM's Lead Story moments ago. A war of words has erupted between the Minister of National Security and one of Jamaica's leading human rights groups. Portfolio Minister Dr. Horace Chang is slamming Jamaicans for Justice JFJ over what he calls their constant criticism of the Jamaica Constabulary Force and the wider security apparatus. Speaking on CVM's Lead Story moments ago, Minister Chang accused the group of undermining the work of the police while, in his words, benefiting from what he called, quote, blood money. JFJ, which has for years documented police fatal shootings and called for greater accountability, has consistently pushed for transparency and adherence to the rule of law while commending the hardworking men and women of the police force. But Dr. Chang says their statements lack evidence and unfairly cast the JCF in a negative light, especially at a time when security forces are under pressure to curb violent crime.
Non-government organization in which I had as a part to play in the original founding when they came out of acting responsibility of some 50 being dumped and the box and it's not political action that on David, but we're not political. We made that very clear. Nobody expected them to become part of the project, but they were supported heavily by the nuclear project, and I was part of the organization. That's the problem with that. But so there are moments when citizens of the people can come together to ensure that government is operating or in-depth response matter. But it is on the level to broadly attack the law enforcement institution like police, undermine their confidence and damage the emotional new functions of the force.
The verbal tug-of-war comes amid heightened scrutiny of the police following a series of controversial shootings that JFJ and other watchdog groups have highlighted in their reports. But Dr. Chang insists the police are doing their job and are doing it well.
If they have a challenge, the police, I will take side. They also have a discussion with the commissioner. The police has no hesitant dealing with anybody. So if it has come down the birth, they made the issue, but they can have the discussion and say them critical setting without coming to me and know what. Because Kingdom has a critical role to play. But I don't want this on the dummy, just jumping ahead and making broad statements with evidence, because while in the may have some concern with the level of conflict at this point in time, I've never heard before. What needs to be examined is the level of prosecution and substantive prosecution.
Meanwhile, JFJ is firing back at the minister. In a press release Monday evening, the group said, quote, it has taken note of Dr. Chang's comments and such language does little to advance constructive dialogue on public safety and accountability. It said, in light of the defamatory nature of the blood money accusation and its potential consequences, JFJ is currently seeking legal advice on the matter and any possible actions that may be warranted. The release went further saying, quote, our public releases and positions are grounded in verifiable data drawn directly from official sources, including reports from the Independent Commission of Investigations, INDECOM, the Ministry of National Security and Peace, the Jamaica Constabulary Force, and court records, as well as information provided by complainants. JFJ says it remains steadfast in its mandate to advocate for justice, human rights, and the rule of law in Jamaica, and accordingly, it It holds the state and its institutions accountable against any excesses, ensuring the state upholds its duty of care to protect citizens' rights and lives. Mixed reactions tonight after Prime Minister Dr. Andrew Holness announced he will now accept the controversial salary increase approved under the 2023 Public Sector Compensation Review. The increase, which will see his salary more than triple, had sparked widespread backlash a few years ago, prompting Dr. Holness to initially decline the increase. Now, while some say the Prime Minister deserves the adjustment, others argue now is a bad time. In 2021, the Prime Minister's base salary stood at approximately 9.16 million Jamaican dollars per year. In 2023, then Finance Minister Dr. Nigel Clark announced a comprehensive salary review for the Political Directorate covering the period 2022-23 to 2024-25. Under the revised structure, the Prime Minister's salary was set to rise to $22.3 million in 2022, $25.2 million in 2023, then $28.5 million in 2024, an increase of more than 300%. The scale of the hike triggered public backlash, prompting Dr. Holness to decline the adjustment. That is, until now. For context, Dr. Holness is currently being paid $9.16 million annually. But in a release on Friday, the Office of the Prime Minister said the adjusted salary is to take effect as of September 2025, meaning he's expected to receive retroactive pay for the past 5 months. The adjustments are also to follow for former Prime Ministers and their surviving spouses. Now, the recent revelation by Dr. Holness's office has again sparked national debate. Dr. Gavin Mars is Principal Director of the National Integrity Action NIA.
I think every public servant is deserving of every second, every cent of pay that they work for. And I'm very happy that Minister Holness, Prime Minister Holness, is accepting his pay and collecting it. I would like to think that these monies that he is receiving now had been held anyway for him or for anybody who was in the position. So that's the first thing. The second thing, I would think that the Ministry of Finance had made the arrangements already, so it had been programmed in.
While some, like Dr. Myers, see justification in the increase, others view it as a slap in the face. In a press release Monday, advocacy group Stand Up for Jamaica said, quote, "The move reeks of tone deafness and profound disconnect from the people. As the organization says, the timing is inappropriate, given Hurricane Melissa a few months ago and the recently announced new taxes." Carla Guyata is executive director of the group.
I do not challenge the fact that the Prime Minister is entitled to receive what is due in terms of what it has been already approved. I think, and our concern is that in this moment it sounds not appropriate, because all the energies, all the funds, all the efforts should be somehow focusing on rebuilding what Jamaica has lost.
Both Dr. Mars and Ms. Guyata are concerned the move could undermine public confidence, given that many public sector workers are still negotiating wage increases.
As a public servant, we are waiting on our monies from the Ministry of Finance. So we'd like to know that, similar to how Prime Minister Holness is receiving his back money, that the others who are also waiting will get theirs.
I have seen numbers, for example, which are related to the tourism sector. 2,000 people lost their job in one hotel, and I do not want to even mention the collaterals, because apart of those which have been unemployed, there are all those which provide services which are in the same position.
Notably, in 2023, opposition leader Mark Golding indicated he would donate a large portion of his increase to charitable organizations in solidarity with teachers and other public sector groups who he said received minimal increases. His salary rose to $25.7 million in April 2024. Now, when contacted on Monday, Mr. Golding confirmed he continues to make these monthly donations. Time now for a break, but stay with us. More when we come back.
You can open a Sagicor Bank savings account from anywhere. Go online and open yours today.
The time by Sagicor Bank is
You know, some days are harder than others, but we have to do our part. You like porridge? We're in this together.
Morning, nurse. Thank you for what you do every day.
Come in, nurse. Our bone of fear.
in this together.
This is Flow, Jamaica's fastest mobile network, as verified by Ookla. It's the result of a complete network rebuild, with more power backup to reduce outages and satellite backup for greater mobile stability. You can even make regular calls using Wi-Fi. Welcome to our new era of connectivity, and we're not stopping there. This is Flow, Jamaica's network.
Jamaica, the countdown is on! Reggae music! February 28th and March 1st at Hope Gardens, Kingston. Experience 2 unforgettable days of music and culture at the Lost in Time Festival. Featuring Chronics, Protege, Leela IK, Jester Royal, Jenna Mortimer, Tissian Chin, Tennis Stevens, Ziani, and many more. Tickets available at Kaya Kingston and Drax Hall, the live store in Pimento's Devon House, and online at lostintimefestival.com. Lost in Time Festival, don't miss the moment. Moving.
Welcome back. We are continuing the news. A police witness in the Clansman trial on Monday detailed how he came home to 2 armed men in his home. After hurling expletives and telling both men to leave, he says a shootout ensued. Carla Ramdeen has been covering the trial.
The prosecution witnessed a police constable who was attached to the Major Investigations Division MID in 2020 recounted an incident that led to a shootout after he returned home to Bridgeport, St. Catherine, with his daughter and a Canadian exchange student. He told the court that after sending the children inside, he entered his living room. He saw a curtain move and noticed 2 armed men. One reportedly said, "Nobody move," which the constable demonstrated in court using a gun finger. He said he drew his service pistol and told the men to leave his house. The witness testified that one man pushed the other and said, "Run." The recollection prompted laughter in the court. The witness said he pursued the men and opened fire after seeing firearms pointed in his direction. He later encountered them along Germain Road, where he said they fired again at him. He took cover behind a wall close to his vehicle and returned fire near the intersection of Germain Road and Excelsior Avenue. He described one man as bleach brown complexion, slim build about 5'8", and the other as dark complexion, about 5'8", both appearing to be in their mid to late 20s. The witness said he called the police after the incident. Under cross-examination, the defense pointed out inconsistencies by referencing the witness's statement. The constable said he reported for duty with 26 rounds of ammunition and initially claimed he had 10 remaining after the incident. The defense referenced his statement as they pressed him on this, after which he corrected himself, saying if he fired 4 shots, he would have had 22 rounds left across 2 magazines. The defense also referenced his written statement when challenging his claim in court that he told the men to leave his house. The witness admitted that this was not included in his statement, but said he later recalled it. They further pointed to his statement, questioning his description of the suspects. In the statement, he said they appear to be in their late teens, while in court he described them as being in their late 20s. After repeated questioning, he agreed the 2 descriptions were not the same. He was also asked to demonstrate how he reacted during the incident, including how he, quote, popped off his gun, which he did by reaching to his side. Despite the grilling, the witness maintained that the incident unfolded quickly and that one gunman pushed the other and told him to run. The men in question are Michael Wildman and Sharon Gilzine, both alleged members of the Clansman gang. Carla Ramdeen, CVM News.
Residents of Brokenhurst, South Manchester protested poor road conditions, saying it's hurting daily commutes and local businesses. Our reporter Kevin Black reports.
Residents of Brokenhurst, South Manchester, took to the streets on Monday, protesting the poor condition of the roads in their community. The demonstration comes as many say the deteriorating infrastructure has made daily commuting and local business operations difficult.
We need road. Sometimes at night, my niece and my daughter them come here, cost them $1,000 to come in. And we are worried about it, so we need road for them. So please, I'm asking just to have road for them with thanks.
Taxi drivers say the deplorable conditions of the roads result in damages to their vehicles.
For those of us who own vehicles, as you know, vehicle is very hard to maintain. You know what I mean? And you spend $50,000 fixed front end this week, and next week is the same cost. And above that, you have Transport Authority, you have all of the agencies you have to run and hide from, because the road, because of condition of the road, your vehicles are not able to be sustained in good condition. To maintain the vehicles is causing us a lot. And if you are doing a business and it's not profitable, it's a bad business. So we are here because we want our business to prosper and for us to make profit off our business, and also to render our services to the customers.
Councillor Carla Smith visited the protest to hear the residents' concerns. He acknowledged the issues and promised that the council is reviewing plans for urgent repairs to restore safe and reliable road conditions.
Your voices have been heard, and I'm almost sure that in the near future I will get back to you as to what is the estimate to fix the road and how we will approach it.
Yes, sir.
So, as I said, we know it's not easy burden, but at least when I get a little, it's a start. It's a start.
And
Look out for your feedback.
Yes.
Definitely. Well, you'll be definitely getting a feedback from me. Once the estimate have been completed, you will definitely get a feedback from me.
Kevin Black reporting for CVM News. Residents of Brokenhurst.
To our CVM News follow-up now. More reactions tonight to the government's announcement of a special consumption tax on sweetened beverages. Opposition leader Mark Golding is rubbishing the government's claim that the tax is meant to curb sugary drink consumption. In a video posted to his Instagram page on Monday, Golding argued the tax does nothing to push manufacturers to reduce sugar levels. He also pointed to the government's projected $10.1 billion in revenue, saying it signals that prices will rise, but consumption may not fall. He insists the new tax isn't about health, but revenue.
Now, if the tax was designed to reduce consumption of sweetened drinks, then they wouldn't be able to collect the tax revenue that they're projecting that they will collect. So the very fact that they intend to collect $10.1 billion from these sweetened beverages indicates that they well know that consumption patterns are unlikely to be affected by this, and that people will buy them nevertheless, but it will just cost them more. And of course, when you look at the way the country is structured, most of the people who will be buying this are persons from lower income groups. So if you were structuring a measure to design it with a design to reduce the amount of sugar consumed by the population, you would make it so that the tax is more if the sugar content is higher. That's not the way this tax is structured. It's a tax on the volume of the drink, not on how sweet the drink is or how much sugar's in the drink.
Let's head to a break. More when we come back.
KFC value menu has you thinking chicken. Get the famous combo for just $640.
The time by KFC is
7:30.
It's 8 a.m. and Mr. Thompson can't find chalk. Or his dignity. Is white squalid? Meanwhile, on site, error, a mash-up concrete. Or so it seems. Wait, I can't embellish that. It's almost that time for Ashley's belly to plop out. Don't get creative with your hunger. Solve it with mothers.
Mommy, ice cream.
Even the little ones get hungry too. Mothers, all day delicious. Breakfast, lunch, and dinner.
This is Flow, Jamaica's fastest mobile network, as verified by Ookla. It's the result of a complete network rebuild, with more power backup to reduce outages and satellite backup for greater mobile stability. You can even make regular calls using Wi-Fi. Welcome to our new era of connectivity, and we're not stopping there. This is Flow, Jamaica's network.
Enjoy peace of mind knowing that your hard-earned money is protected by the JDIC. That's right, the JDIC through the Deposit Insurance Scheme guarantees up to $1.2 million of your deposits in commercial banks, merchant banks, and building societies. This means your deposits, such as your savings and checking accounts, are covered. Rest easy knowing that your deposits are secure. Your deposits always protected. For more information, follow us on Facebook, Instagram, and Twitter at JDICJAM, or visit our website at www.jdic.org.
JDIC, protecting deposits for you and me.
Welcome back. In this week's Small Biz Big Dreams, our reporter Kevin Black puts the lens on the man behind PAG Photos, who has focused his passion for photography into a lasting livelihood.
Tonight on Small Biz Big Dreams, we meet a man with photography as his go-to plan. This is Small Biz Big Dreams. For more than 30 years, Paul Graham has been operating his photo business, Paga Photos, from the Halfway Tree Arcade, providing passports, photos, portraits, and special event services. He says photography started as a passion and quickly became his life's work.
In photography, it kind of strange up to know. But a friend of mine, I used to be a jeweler, and a friend of mine gave me a camera. And I asked him, what this for? And he said to me, take it, I got a picture. And that was the day I put on jewelry work and take up photography. My first wedding, with that camera. I said, but wait, this is good. And with birthday party and everything, everybody in the community started calling me to do their children birthday parties and photograph. And from that until now, never look back.
He highlights, over the years, he has seen the industry change with new technology, but remains committed to providing quality and personal attention to every customer.
Yeah, we do weddings, we do photo shoots, we do business headshots, and normal service pertaining to photography. Just name it, we do it. And then we also do editing service. So we edit the photographs before we give them to the customer. All right, and with the master editor, Malik, on the front, is the person that is responsible for the editing. So again, these are our backgrounds, and we pull them down. Business headshots and full photographs, and restore old photographs, just name it, we do it. And we're not saying we're the best, customer say.
We sell frames also. We have different sizes. We do 8x10, 6x8, 5x7 plaques. The plaques are on the outside. If you have your picture, you can carry in the picture, and we do the plaques, and within 3 days, you get back your plaque.
For aspiring entrepreneurs, he emphasizes resilience and passion.
You have to have the art in it. Because if you don't have the art in it, you're going to back out. My art is photography. The name, the equipment, we have them. See, you find us beside the passport office, and that's on Clansman Road. We are inside the Clansman Arcade. We are in lane A, shop 16, right at the front, and there's a sign that says Paul. You follow the sign, you'll find us.
Next week, we'll truthfully give another business a TV opportunity. Until then, for Small Biz, Big Dreams, I'm Kevin Black.
Thanks, Kevin. Let's go now to Marshall for what's happening overseas.
We begin with regional news. In Trinidad, officers attached to the Port of Spain division arrested a foreign national and seized a quantity of suspected ketamine during a targeted anti-narcotics exercise on Friday. More from TTT Live.
Between 10 a.m. and 3 p.m., officers acted on intelligence indicated that an individual was allegedly in possession of narcotics at a hotel along the Eastern Main Road in Aruca. Around 10:40 a.m., officers went to the location and were granted access to a room occupied by the suspect. Officers conducted a search of a blue suitcase inside the room and reportedly found 3 transparent plastic bags containing suspected ketamine concealed within a blue neck pillow. The suspect, described as a male foreign national from Suriname, was cautioned and arrested on suspicion of possession of a dangerous drug.
Further afield, violence has erupted across at least a dozen Mexican states following the killing of the country's most wanted drug kingpin during an operation to capture him. We hear more from BBC News.
Unverified pictures, thought to be filmed in Puerto Vallarta on the Jalisco coast, show plumes of smoke rising over the tourist hotspot. And there's destruction across Mexico, including in Guadalajara, one of the host cities of this summer's FIFA World Cup. The US has warned its citizens to shelter in place as the violence unfolds. The killing of El Mencho represents a clear victory for President Claudia Sheinbaum and for President Trump, who's long demanded more progress on tackling Mexican cartels. But with some Mexican cities in flames, it's not yet clear at what cost.
Meanwhile, the US is withdrawing from its largest military base in Syria and redeploying to Iraq's Kurdistan region. This is the first phase of a pullout operation that's expected to last several weeks. Al Jazeera reports.
So what we've seen throughout the day today are images of convoys of vehicles taking personnel and equipment out of Syria into northern Iraq. Now, this is the third US base that has started to be evacuated this week, which show that it may be a phased withdrawal and not a rushed pullout. Now, why are the Americans leaving? There's a couple of issues here. Some experts have said that recent conflict and confrontation with Iran means that these bases may be exposed. The more US bases there are in the region, the more targets they are for Iranian missiles.
And that's it for regional and international news. I'm Marshall Hazley.